Okay, so today I have a stretchy band and a yoga block. We're gonna do a little bit of floor work, and I don't mean to be rude, but if something happens with my phone, I have to check it. So there's that, but hopefully that won't happen. And we're gonna start down on the mat today, seated on our tush. And just, okay, there we go, great. So I have my yoga block and my stretchy band. And yes, we're gonna start seated today. Let me move this rug so you can see what's going on a little better. Okay, so I'm gonna take my stretchy band to begin. And this first part, if being on the floor is not comfortable, yes, of course, sit on a chair. Really do any other position for this that is comfortable. Actually, I would recommend maybe sitting on the floor, but sitting on a couple of pillows, something to bring you up a little bit if that would make you feel a little bit better. But if being on the floor is good for you, that's great. That's where we'll begin. We're gonna do a little bit of footwork to begin today. So I'm going to take my lighter band here, and as always, if you want to switch to a different resistance band, please do that. I'm going to start with the band on my left foot, and as you can see here, I have the band around my toes and the ball of my foot fully, okay? And I'm going to walk my hands forward. So I have a little bit of resistance here. And I'm going to bend my right knee off to the side, but really just do anything with your right knee, your right leg that feels comfortable, okay? Seated nice and tall the best you can. I'm going to spread my toes open the best I can, which feels really weird and hard to do. And then I'm going to gently bend my elbows, pull back and flex the foot. And then I'm going to point the foot. Try to keep that added resistance on the band. So try and go back and forth here a few times and go at your own pace, really, and just notice how this feels. Using the band, and especially a lighter one, gives you an opportunity to see how the toes can participate. When I flex my foot, I'm pulling my toes back. When I point my foot, I'm reaching my toes forward out into the band. If your foot cramps, take a minute there. Hopefully that won't happen. And also, when people move through this, they often like hold their breath. It's kind of awkward, or they're like scrunching up their face or going like this with their shoulders. So just try and stay relaxed everywhere else. And we're just gonna do this a few more times. Point and flex and point and flex. One more each way. Point and flex. And then come back to a just kind of neutral, somewhere in the middle position with your foot. And now we're going to go side to side. When I let my foot come in towards the center, I'm going to pull on my right hand a little bit just to maybe increase the stretch through the ankle. And then I'm going to pull back through my left hand. So I feel a stretch through the arch of my foot and into the inside of my ankle. And I'm going to keep going right and left and right and left. Couple more here. I am moving my foot actively as I use my band. So I'm not just letting the band do this. Okay, now come back to the center and we're going to kind of do a little bit of around the world, starting with a flexed foot. Flex, go like out to the left, come into a pointed position. Ooh, my band's rolling up, and then in, and then back to flexed. Over to the left, point, in, and now we're gonna go the other way. In, point, left, flex, one more each way. In, point, left, and flex, okay? So I'm just going to take a minute, wiggle my fingers, and we're gonna come over to the other side. If you're somebody who typically has really tight feet, ankles, Achilles area, calves, this is a nice little precursor to taking a walk, a hike, any of those things, just to warm up the things, the fat, and like move the fascia around most of all, the connective tissue. Okay, so side two. I'm going to sit up nice and tall. I'm going to relax my face and my shoulders and start with a bit of a flex where I'm just gently pulling back and then point, and try to get your toes involved. Flex and point. Flex and point. Flex and point. Two more here. Flex and point. One more like this. And then we're going side to side. I'm pulling with my right hand, letting the foot come off to the right. And then I'm pulling with my left. There's a nice hole starting in my band here. I see you, hole. You're not gonna get me. Left and right a few times. And like I said, I'm not just letting the band and my arms do all the work. I'm also actively like moving my foot to the right and the left along the way. The band adds range of motion and stretch to the muscles and the connective fascia. We'll do one more each way here, right and left, and then we're going to try that around the world thing here. So we will flex, come out to the right, around through that point and off to the left. Flex, right, point. Ooh, my foot wants to cramp. In towards the left. And now let's switch direction. Left, point, right, and flex. And again, left, point, right, and flex. Okay, I'm going to take that off. Just kind of wiggle, make a fist, open it up a few times. Okay, so the feet are woken up just a little bit. I'm going to use the band again. We're going to do a little bit of a sort of a spine stretch forward kind of a thing. So I'm going to use the band kind of around the same place, the toes and the balls of the feet, so it can just kind of stay right there. My band is kind of short. Move your hands wherever it feels intuitive for them to be based on how much resistance you want, okay? So my feet are about a little bit wider than hip distance. I'm going to ever so slightly flex, and I'm going to push the pinky side of my foot out east and west, just a little bit. And then I'm going to sit up really tall. Instead of reaching the arms straight ahead like we normally do for spine stretch forward, I'm going to bend the elbows back and bring the forehead forward. Ooh, it's a big stretch. And then I'm going to draw the abdominals in, articulate upward through the spine, and then try to sit up really tall and fully extend the arms. Like I said, adjust your hands on the band if you want more or less resistance. Continue to press out a little bit with your feet, sit tall, and forward stretch. Exhale, exhale, exhale. Hey, shoulders down, elbows back. Ooh. And then come all the way back up. Long arms, lifted chest. We're doing two more. Exhale. Inhale. Last one here. Yes. Okay, I'm going to take the band off the feet. Wiggle my fingers. One more band thing here. Be in a position where you can sit up as tall as you can. I'm going to hold my band, I don't know, about as wide as my shoulders maybe. And then I'm going to bring the band behind the center of my head, right behind the center of my head. Elbows are gonna kind of come straight ahead. We do this lying down. Shoulders down, tall to sit. At the same time, push the pinky side of the hand forward as you pull your head back and sit taller. And hold 4, 3, 2, and then just kind of relax for a moment and sink. And we're going to do this 3 more times with a nice deep breath, however you want. So try it again, sit tall, pull your head back as you press the pinky side of the hand forward and hold 5, 4, shoulders are down, 3, 2, 1. Relax, we'll try it again. And again, sit, pull back as you press forward, hold 5, breathing, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax, one more time. And lift, press forward as you pull back. P.S. Make sure your chin is down and not sticking forward here. Chin down a little bit. Hold 4, 3, 2, 1, and take the band off the head. One more time, move those fingers just a little bit, okay? From here, just to get myself ready for this next little bit, I'm gonna bring my band, and if you have a circular band ready to go, you can grab it and use it. I'm gonna bring my band right around my thighs and just do a quick tie here. Hopefully it won't rip. Okay, so it is just above the knees, okay? And we're not going to use it just yet, but we're going to come onto our bellies. So flip onto your belly. And when you get there, just prop yourself up on your forearms for a minute. Forearms kind of right underneath your shoulders, maybe pulled back a little bit closer to your ribs. Spread your fingers open here. Push down through your forearms and your elbows. Your legs are just nice and long, relaxed behind you. And we're going to start first by looking straight ahead. Head is in sort of a neutral position, looking ahead, keeping it kind of neutral like this. We're just going to move the head left and right, not pulling the chin in or sticking it out. Looking left, see what you see when you look left. What do you see behind you? Back to the center and over to the right. See what you see. And then center. As you're moving through this, breathe. Continue to push down through your forearms. Continue to lengthen through the spine and the legs. Side to side. We're doing one more each way. Left. What do you see back there? And right. And center. And then we're going to lower ourselves all the way down. You can just rest your forehead right on your hands. We're going to start by taking 3 deep belly breaths. Relax your shoulders. Breathe into your belly. 2 more. Last one here. Okay, from here, I'm going to keep my arms the way they are, but you adjust if you need to. And P.S., if you would feel more comfortable with your forehead on your block, maybe it's not too far from you. Some people really prefer to rest their head on something. So just to throw it out there, you can do that if you would like. In fact, I think I may do it. Okay, so the arms are where they are. The legs are going to start to move a little bit. You've got a little bit of resistance there. We won't be using it too much. Lengthen out through the right leg and just gently reach as you lift it away from the mat. And then lower back down. And then lengthen out through your left leg. Reach as you lift it up off the mat. Now, continue here side to side. I don't want you struggling to lift your leg right now. I would rather do, almost feel like you're doing 50% of the work that you can do, focusing a little bit more on length. You're breathing, finding length through the crown of the head, and then in opposition, reaching back through those toes. I am alternating my legs here. And let's just do 2 more sets here. And 2. And 1. And 1. And then lower the legs down. Use the block for your head if you're continuing to do it or not. I'm going to push mine away. Forehead down. Arms will come back, fingertips back. Reach back through the arms. Draw the abdominals in and just float the arms and the face and the chest away from the ground. This is not the highest lift you can do. Leave the ground a little and then return. Leave the ground a little bit and return. Continue with this, and again, don't focus as much as on how high can I come up off the ground, but how lengthened can I get as I'm lifting up and down. Add a lift of the legs if that feels intuitive. You're breathing. And lower. Let's just do 2 or 3 more, depending on your pace. And last one here. And if you're naturally coming up a little bit higher, that's okay. And come all the way down. We're going to bring the arms out straight ahead here. Relax your forehead down. Take a nice deep breath. Relax through the back and the pelvis. So we're going to try a little bit of swimming. We were practicing lifting one leg at a time. Now we're going to add our swimming arms. Make any changes you feel like you need to make. So I'm going to lengthen through the arms and the legs as I lift them up, and I'm going to swim. Right arm, left leg are kind of coordinated. Right arm, left leg are coordinated, opposites. And I'm swimming here for 3, 3, 2, 2, 1, 1. Hands coming under the shoulders, sitting back. Big stretch. When you sit back, see if you can keep your palms down and flex into your spine. So round, like actively push through the palms and round through your spine. Take a nice deep breath. And then we're going to come to hands and knees, okay? The band is still there. Hopefully it's not bothering you. Mine is just, doesn't really make a difference. So hands under shoulders, knees under hips. We are going to cat-cow or flex the spine. I like exhale and then extend the spine. And maybe that's an inhale. Or just keep breathing. We're going to do 3 more of these. 3 and 3 and 2 and 2 and 1 more each way. And 1. And then we're coming back to center, neutral. Bring your hands inward a little bit and bring your knees outward a little. Hopefully it's not being pressed too much by the band. Let's add a little bit of rotation here. Bring one elbow up and then hand back down and the other elbow up and back down and up. Feel free to extend your arms straight up here if that seems like a better choice. And reach. And reach. 1 more each way here. Okay, so we're coming down onto our right side here, okay? Onto our right side. We're using all the planes of the body. We warmed up flexion and rounding through the front, then we warmed up the whole back of the body. Now we're gonna get to the sides, okay? So keep your block close by. You never know when you might wanna use it. I'm gonna not use it just yet. We're gonna start sort of lying on our sides here. My head is on my arm. I'm gonna bring my left hand right in front of my ribs. Try to get yourself steady on your side for a moment, lengthening through the spine as much as you can. And first, we're just gonna gently lift the top leg up into the resistance of the band, not a lot, and then lower back down. This time we're gonna lift and add the bottom leg. So first leg comes up, and now you pull your abdominals in, the second leg comes up. Okay, so now we're kind of using this top side of the body here, if you can feel that. Bottom leg goes down, top leg goes down. Top leg up, find your support, bottom leg comes up too. It's kind of fun to balance on my side a bit here. So if you wanna experiment with lifting this top hand up, see how that feels. Top leg up, bottom leg up. It's okay if you're wobbly. Do a few more of these, okay? And see if you can continue to find your length. Focus less on how high you can come up and focus a little bit more on the connections, how it feels, breathing, all those good things. Let's do two more here. Lift. I'm gonna bring my top arm up. And then one more time here. Top leg, bottom leg, finding so much length. I'm just gonna gently lift my head up off my arm, and we're just gonna hold in whatever position you're in for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come all the way down. Bend your knees. Bend your knees, okay? Keep yourself in this sideline position, but make yourself nice and straight. Pull your head back, lengthen out through your spine. Feel as though your top hip is right over your bottom hip. I take my hand and I just push my hip away a little bit and lift my bottom ribs a hair away from the floor, or feel like you want to, okay? Top leg, lift and lower. So here we've got some resistance on this hip now, right? Press down into the band as much as you're pressing up into the band. We're gonna do 4 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. We're gonna come up halfway and hold, little pulse. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're coming all the way down to take a breath, and then we're coming back up. Hold here. The knee stays. Ooh, lower the foot down and come right back up. Try to keep the band the same shape as you lower and lift your foot. 4, 5, and up, and 4, and up, and 3, 2, my goodness, one more time, and then we're coming all the way down. We're taking a nice deep breath. Up for one more little part here. Hold. The leg comes forward and back. So my range of motion is a little smaller than it would be, I think, without the band. And my hip is burning. We're doing 2 more. 2. And we're doing 1 more. Woo! Okay, this is so much fun. And then come forward. Bring the hip down. That was very exciting. Take your head off of your arm and bring your top and bottom arm straight ahead from your chest. Head can rest down. Just a little mobility work and stretch for the spine here. Open that top arm up to the wall behind you, and then come all the way back again. Give me 3 more here and breathe. 3. And back. And 2. And back. And then 1 more time. And back, okay? We're gonna do a little bit more side body work after this, but let's flip over and do this on the other side. And P.S., if you used any of that good stuff, bring it with you, okay? So come on to side 2. Make your upper body Nice and long. Bring the knees, oh, no, straight legs first. Straight legs first. So again, I'm gonna bring my top hand right in front of me. Do a little wobbling here so you can really find your side. One side is always different from the other, so sometimes you have to see, where is my side, okay? Once you found it, top leg, find your length, bottom leg, bottom leg, top leg, top, bottom, bottom, top. Continue to lengthen here, like I said. Play around a little bit with how much you need your top arm. Play around a little bit with just finding as much length as you can. Not so much how high can I come up, but how much can I stretch out in both directions while I'm breathing. Finding all those connecting parts. You can even bring your arm up to the ceiling. We'll do a couple more here. I'm feeling my head getting lighter on my arm. And then with this last one, I liked lifting my head on the other side. If you want to add that, go for it. Breathing. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2, and bring it down. And then the knees will come forward. Knees come forward. Get yourself nice and straight. Pull your head back. Lengthen through your spine. Belly is in. Push your bottom leg down as you bring your top leg up and down. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Come up halfway. Little pulse here. Up. 2, 3. Belly is in. 4, 5. The ribs are lifting off the mat a little bit. And then lower all the way down. Take a breath. Come back up. Maybe just as high as your hip or lower. Remember that knee, it doesn't go anywhere. Weesh. Adding resistance to this really changes this exercise, as if it wasn't challenging enough. Keep going here for 4 and 3, woo, and 2. So much fun. Yep. Come all the way down. Take a breath. We've got one more super fun variation here. We are lifting forward, back, forward. Try to keep that knee up. Try to keep that knee up. Last 3 and 2. Last 1. My goodness. Come all the way down. Bring your bottom arm forward. Bring your top arm forward. Relax through the head. And now we're opening the upper body towards the ceiling, reaching the fingertips apart. And then returning. And open it up. And return, and we've got 2 more here. Enjoy these deep breaths. And one more time. And then come back to your side. Okay, so from here, if you can, just take the band off. You can keep it tied. Just take it off. And just toss it to the side. We have just a little bit more side body work. We'll do this side first, and then we'll flip over and do the other side again. So I have my sort of traditional upper body straight, legs pitched forward thing that happens in classical Pilates. I'm going to bring my hand in front of my ribs. The top leg is turned out just a little bit. The bottom leg is pressing down. We have a big up and down. The leg is free. It's free, free to kick. Let's do 4 more here. 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Big circle here. Bring the leg forward, up, around, and back. Again, forward, up, around. One more this way. Forward, up, around. We've got to go the other way. Back, up, around, again. 2, whew, around. Last one here. Breathe. Up. Rest the leg down. Hold those legs in this direction and just bring yourself up onto your forearm. And then just bend the bottom half of your knees. You should pretty much be in almost a straight line here, which is what we want. See if you can get your elbow directly underneath your shoulder. Yes. And draw the abdominals in here. I'm going to bring my top arm straight up. Press down through that whole forearm, including your palm here. Spread your fingers apart. Lift the hips as you reach up. Pull your chin in here and breathe. Hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And come all the way down. Relax your head. Let your head just hang down for a moment. And take a nice deep breath. And then we're going to try this again. Arm up. P.S. Some people like to keep their arm down. Some people like to do a bunch of other things with their arms here. So if something feels like it makes sense to you, please do that. And try to drive the elbow and the forearm down. Lift. And again, we're holding here. Pull your chin in perhaps. Get longer through the knees and the crown of the head and hold 5. You're breathing. 4, 3, 2, 1. Come all the way down. Relax your head. Just like I'm letting my head be really heavy here because it feels nice. It feels like a stretch through the shoulder. And then I'm coming up one more time. Arm up, push down, hips up, find your length, belly is in, and you're breathing. There's something that relaxes my neck when I pull my chin in a little bit. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2, come all the way down and flip-a-roo. We're going to come right to this exercise on the other side, okay? So forearm down. Forearm down, knees bent. Get yourself in a relatively straight line through your chest and your thighs. Push down through your elbow. And again, I'm trying to lift through the whole midsection of the body here. Try not to sink. And then top arm up or wherever else you think it should be. Relax your jaw. Pull both of your shoulders down as you lengthen through your neck. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2. When you bring your hips down, bring your arm down, relax your head. Let your head be heavy, heavy, heavy. Breathe. And then bring it back to life. Arms somewhere. Press down through the palm and the forearm as you lift your hips and breathe. And bring it down. Bring down the arm. Relax your head. Last one here. Press down through that arm. Opposite arm up. Hips up. Focus on your length and your breathing. 5, 4, 3, 2, all the way down. Straighten your legs. Lie down on your bottom arm. Bring your legs forward a little bit. Upper body's nice and straight-ish. Little turnout through the top leg. Your abdominals are pulled in and the leg is free. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, let's do 2 more, 7, last one here. And now a big circle, bring it forward, lift it up, bring it back. This doesn't it, for me, the leg just like gets like 15 pounds heavier when I do this exercise. There's something that is really challenging about this big circle. Let's go the other way 3 times. Woo, keep your leg nice and long if you can. 2, last one here. 3, all the way around. Yes. Okay, let's bend the knees. Come on up to sit. We're gonna sit in our Z sit position. So I'm gonna start with my right foot against my left thigh and my left foot over here. Okay, so I often say if this doesn't feel right for your knees, this is tight, this doesn't necessarily feel right, and then there's acute pain. This whole series can be very good for mobility in so many places. So if it feels super wrong, don't do it, of course, leave it out. But I'm gonna bring my hands behind me. My feet are grounded, but my knees come over. And you can continue going side to side here at your own pace. I know some of you are really quite tight in the hips. This is an active way to stretch and mobilize the hip joints. And of course, along the way, the knees. If the muscles in the hips are super tight, it's gonna make everything else feel a little bit ornery as you move from side to side. If you would like to not use your hands, that would be kind of another way to do it that is a little bit more dynamic. When I don't use my hands, I scoot forward. If I keep doing this, I'm gonna end up on the other side of the room. Let's do 2 more here. And 2. It's coming closer and closer. 1. And 1. Bring your knees to the right like we started. Bring your hand to your left ankle, your left hand to your left ankle, and sit up nice and tall with your right. And this is our big stretch. As you stretch over, twist. And then return, sitting tall. 2 more. And return, last one. And then we switch, bring the legs over to the other side. Right hand to the ankle or the foot. And then sit up nice and tall as you stretch over, twist. And then come back up. 2 more. Last one here. And then come up and then bring this arm down. Okay, I'm gonna come on to our backs again. And I'm gonna make use of this block again. It's gonna go right underneath my head. If you don't like it, don't use it. It's really up to you. We're not gonna use the band for this part, okay? So come around and just put your head right on the block. And P.S., a pillow would be fine, or a squishy ball. So if this isn't comfortable, switch it out for anything else. Okay, so get yourself situated. Knees are bent. Neck is long. And just a quick note, whatever is under your head, keep it under your head and not like hitting into your neck. So really it's the skull that is supported and the neck can feel nice and long, okay? Let's just bring the arms to someplace comfortable. Lengthen through the neck and the arms. 2 big breaths into your belly. Another one. Okay, I'd love for you to keep taking those nice deep breaths. Move your feet and your knees together. We're going to keep our legs bent and keeping your knees squeezed. Extend through the right leg. Flex and point the foot. Flex and point the foot. 1 more. Flex and point the foot. Keep your foot pointed. Lower to the ground. When you come back up, flex. Come all the way up to the ceiling. Point all the way down. Flex. Up. Point. Down. Flex. Up. Point. Down. Again. Flex. Up. Point. One more here. Flex. Up. Point. Down. Slide your foot back in to meet the left. Take a deep breath before we do the other side. Squeeze the knees together. Extend through your left leg. Point the left foot. Flex the left foot. Point and flex. Point and flex. One more. Point and flex. Now point the foot lower to the ground. Flex the foot, come up to the ceiling. Point down, flex up. Point down, flex up. Point down, up. Two more. Down. One more. Get that foot moving. And then come all the way to the ground, slide the foot in so you are just, again, feet and knees together. Slide both of your feet 4, 5, 6 inches away, a little bit. Squeeze the knees together again. Extend through your right leg again. We're gonna flex the foot and hold here. Right leg is straight. Squeeze the knees, hold. 5, 4, 3. Squeeze the knees a little bit more. 2, 1. Replace the foot down. Other side. Extend. Flex the foot. Squeeze the knees. Hold, hold. 5, 4, 3. Push down through the right foot a little. 2 and 1. Bend the knees. Replace that foot down. Take the block out if you have it underneath your head. Give it to your thighs. Now you're going to give the block a little bit of a squeeze. Scoot your feet in a little so it's a bit closer, they're a bit closer to your tush. Press down through your arms, neck is long. We're going to bring the hips up with an exhale. Exhale, up and down. Let's do 9 more. And down, and 8. And down, and 7. And 6. And 5. And 4, push down through your whole feet, for those whole feet, toes, balls of the feet, heels. Let's do 2 more here because I lost count. 1 more time. Lower the hips, relax through the pelvis, grab your block, put it back underneath your skull, and belly button draws in. Both hands are going to hold on to this right shin or behind the thigh, if that feels better for the knee joint. Keeping the knee pulled central, extend your opposite leg out on an angle, okay? An angle that feels right for you. Draw the abdominals in and switch the legs. You feel free to lift your head if you would like. Keeping your head down is fine. Activate through the back of your spine by just gently pulling your head down into the mat or the block, or keep your head curled up. It's up to you. We're doing 2 more sets here. And 2. 1. And 1. Bring both legs in, both hands to both shins. Feet together, knees apart. Arms up, legs out. And return for a hug. Head up, head down, it's up to you. And come in. Make sure you're breathing. And in. We're doing 3 more. And in. 2 more. And in. Last time. And in. Bring the right leg up. Stretch the left leg away from you with control. Scissor switch. This is a big stretch here. Activate this belly as you keep your leg up. Really stretch that bottom leg down. 3 more. 3. And 3. And 2. 2. 1. And 1. Bend your knees. Take a breath just for a moment. Take the block out from underneath your head. Give it to your feet. I'm just holding the block like it's like that. I'm gonna bring my legs up. Soft knees are fine if your legs are tight. Give the block a little bit of a squeeze. Arms are long. Lower and left. Lower and left. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Grab the block. Put your feet down. Block between the thighs again. Arms long by your sides. We're going to do another set of bridges. Again, we're going to do 10. Push down through your arms and your feet. Little tuck to the pelvis. Press up. 10, 9, 8, 7. Long neck. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. All the way down. Take the block out and just put it to the side for a moment. Put it to the side. Bring your arms, not all the way out to the sides, kind of somewhere between your hips and being all the way out there. And then legs are going to come up. Bring your knees over your ribs or your belly button. Knees and feet together if possible. And we'll bring the legs over to the right, not too far at first. Center, and then left. And center. As you bring your knees to the right, look left. Full spine twist. Look right as you bring your knees left. Keep going here. Go as far as you can control it. Please don't hold your breath. 3 more sets here. 3. And 3. And 2. And 2. 1 more each way here. Come back to the center. Bring your feet down. Keeping your arms wide. Walk your feet a hair wider than your own hips. Last set of bridges here. Let's do 10 more. And 10. 9. And 8. 7. Try to make your knees track with your ankles. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. Last one. All the way down. Walk your feet back in. We're going to bring the right leg. We're going to do both sides. So one leg up. I'm starting with my right. And the right hand is going to go right behind the thigh. Just gently push your thigh into your hand and your hand into your thigh. Just create like a little resistance. Left hand is going to come behind the back of the skull. And you're gently pulling your head into your hand there too. And we're going to exhale, curl the elbow up towards the knee. Twist. And then back down. So please work this twist with a breath. Use your hands to just increase the range of motion. And return. We'll do 3 more. Neck is long. 2 more. This next one, we're going to curl up and hold. We're doing a little pulse. It doesn't come from your shoulder. It comes from your belly. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh my gosh. Other side. Left leg, left hand behind the thigh. Push the hand into the thigh and the thigh into the hand. And then we're supporting the back of the head, but lengthening. And then again, we're twisting to come up. I'm not using my hands to perform the exercise, but they are guiding and increasing the range of motion. And down, 5 more. And 4. And 3. And 2. Last one we're going to hold. The pulse comes from the belly. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh, come all the way down. Okay, let's be a little bit more indulgent with this twist stretch here. So I'm going to straighten my right leg, cross over with my left, and bring my right hand to my left knee, and then open the opposite side towards the back of the room here. And I'm breathing. With every exhale, I'm kind of encouraging this left knee to be heavy, and I'm just gently pulling it down. Relax your face. Breathe. Two more exhales here. And then I'm rolling through the center. And I'm going to bring my left leg straight. My left hand is going to gently grab onto my right knee, and I'm just drawing that leg over to that side. And here's another really deep twist. Exhale to emphasize the stretch. And we're going to roll back to the center. Roll back to the center. Okay, we're going to come to our hands and knees one more time. So flip yourself over. When you get to your hands and knees, quick little stretch back towards your heels, reaching forward, letting your head come all the way down. A deep breath to lengthen back through the sits bones and forward through your fingertips. And then bring yourself into a modified plank. I'm going to keep my knees down, and I'm going to bring my upper body forward so my hands are over my wrists. I like to curl my toes forward here and bring my heels together, just because I like to. Elbows back. You should almost feel like your palms are twisting outward. My right hand wants to almost, as if there was something on the ground that I could twist outward. There's something, if that makes sense, there's something about that motion that makes the muscles through the shoulders fire in a nice supportive way. This is your exercise. This is your exercise. Lengthen through the back of the body. Find your length. This isn't the most work you've ever done, just like we've been doing with a bunch of exercises here. Find your length, push the ground away, breathe, and just hold here for another 5. Elbows back-ish. 4. Gravity pulls you up. 3. 2. Sit back a bit. Take a breath. And then we're going to return. Okay, for this set, we're gonna do some modified push-ups. Elbows will go out like kind of toward the sides. My knees are gonna stay down here. I'm gonna do 6. Breathing. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. Last one. All the way up. And sit back. I'm keeping my toes forward so I can add a foot stretch here. Take one more breath. Okay, we're gonna make our way up to stand. We've got one more little bit to do, and that is at the wall. So just bring yourself into a standing position. I'm doing it like this because that sounded like a fun idea. Head relaxes and just a roll up to stand. Get your bearings for just a moment, and then we're just gonna do a quick thing at the wall because we only did one set of push-ups. Bring your hands to the wall, slightly lower than your shoulders. Walk your feet back so you're standing on a bit of an angle. And then let your shoulders be in a good place. Lift your heels, adjust your hands if it feels intuitive to do so. And we're doing 10 here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one here. And then come back, lower the heels. Keep your right fingertips connected to the wall directly in front of your chest, and then twist open through your left arm. And then one twist the other way. And then last set here, my friends. One more set of push-ups and then you're free. Get long through the spine. Last set here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Lower the heels, hook your thumbs behind your tush, reach down through your fingertips, let your head come forward. Bring your right ear to your right shoulder, and then come around to the left and around to the right. And one more time left. And then release your thumbs, push down through your feet, and lift the head, stand tall, take a breath. We did it, you guys. Have a great day.